Welcome everyone to some more Genshin Impact. And today, I'll be doing the new world quest in the two new areas of the game. And yeah, I'm just gonna go straight into it. I've been waiting to do this since the update dropped. I wanted to do it on my own time, but I was like, you know what? I want to stream it, so that's what I'll be doing. Obviously, I technically started this since it sort of activated on its own, I think. I'm pretty sure I didn't do it, it wasn't, given already. I didn't check, but basically the point is, I went to, the waypoint and disactivated, and, I haven't progressed with it, so yeah, we'll be doing that. Oh, and also, I will say this now, the world quest does have to do with these particular items at some point. These things. And I got these from exploring the map as it is. And, I will say for one of them, the puzzle, I kind of just used one of my Animo characters to actually get this. So, because part of the puzzle was you're supposed to use this item that you get from the world quest, but I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use my Skara or Kazuha just to complete this puzzle, just to get this drum. So yeah, that's a little story I wanted to tell you guys. Anyways, to the desert. Also, someone is mowing their lawn outside, so that's fun. Oh, and also I noticed that whenever the game updates, well, not just the shadows, but the graphics settings kind of reset. So I never noticed that the shadow quality graphics kept being reverted back to it should be. Because I noticed that while playing the game, the shadows have caused me lag, the most, compared to everything else. So I fixed that now. And it shouldn't randomly, lag. So, anyways, we have to search for a strange object, and it's apparently right here. Oh, and also, as per usual, I will be reading the dialogue. Found it! Paimon wonders what it is. A mysterious drum. This one has a cryo marking on it. Huh? Aw, come on, this is no treasure. It's just some tattered old drum. We don't know what it could be used for either. Okay. Apparently our options is, if we brought this to Royan, the antique seller, if we brought this one back to the Academia, let's say we brought this back to the Grand Bazaar. Okay, let's see. Let's pick here. Oh, that's right! Despite its rather shabby appearance, it might still be some valuable antique. We might be able to sell it for a good price at Royan's, right? Oh, I should also mention, I might mess up pronunciations because I have no idea how any of this is supposed to be pronounced. Hold on. There's a note over there at the side. It might just hold some clues. Nameless Adventurer's Notes. This time, I've been commissioned to try to find a local order and obtain information about something known as the Sign of Apausha. I must say that remuneration seems quite outsized when compared with the mission content. I hope I won't get caught up in any trouble. Ah! Oh gosh, that gave me it. That was the tumbleweed, I think. Oh god, that scared me. I reached the entrance to the Tamir Mountains with the help of an Aramite mercenary, but he refused to continue onward, saying that this was the border of a war. Must be some sort of desert dweller superstition. Contrary to what I was told, It seems that these Nagarjunites are not very friendly to outsiders. Looks like I'll have to try infiltrating their ranks. I finally managed to make it out. Thankfully, these people are pretty civilized, so I managed to get away with my life. As I thought, these high remuneration commissions always have something fishy going on. Looks like an adventurer's work doesn't suit people who just want to earn some quick mora. I'll just leave this drum here. Maybe someone will pick it up. That way, I guess I won't totally disappoint Miss Catherine. Let Paimon see. Huh, this seems to have been left by an adventurer. The sign of Apausha. Paimon's not super sure what this guy's talking about, but he sure is irresponsible, leaving a commission unfinished just because it's hard. But since that's how things are, let's hand this drum over to Catherine and let her reassign someone to complete, whatever commission this was.
Okay. Talk to Catherine. Oh, here we got the drum. Now we have 4 of them. Oh, I should probably mention where I got the other 3 drums. Yeah, I should probably mention that. So, from what I remember, the Pyro one was found here. The Electro one was found here. And the Hydro one was found somewhere around here. So, yeah, that's where I got those 3.
Hello there, Aya. How have your recent travels gone? They've gone quite well, thank you. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems that you've become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Speaking of adventures, we found this one on one of ours. This was left by some irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved, so we brought it back here. Indeed, this item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. The commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the academia and is also critical to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers, they have all invariably failed. A commission from the academia. Oh boy, here comes trouble. Well, this is an issue that even the academia cannot solve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate. Actually, Paimon's getting kind of curious now. What sort of commission is this anyway?
Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the academia led to the discovery that the northern skies have become blocked by a strange, heretofore unseen phenomenon. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of any astrological calculations, the academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they found mention of a strange phenomenon known as the sign of Apausha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. According to these records, this celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Teyvat 500 years ago. Although the circumstances of its eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Temir Mountains, at the northernmost regions of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss, due to it being connected to an ancient underground realm. Since then, it has been declared a restricted zone by the Academia. The only people who still live there are a mysterious darshan known by the Academia as the Nagarjanites. Huh. A mysterious darshan, you say? The Nagarjanites?
If even you're calling it mysterious, Catherine, it's gotta be something super mysterious.
Though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a darshan of the Academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. Then the researchers who wished to fight the monsters from the abyss banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert, and the Nagarjanites are an organization comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it has been many years since, and they have branched off further and further from the Academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as Khvarena. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel that I'm going off topic now. The Academia believes that this faction is strongly related to the celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group and, as such, have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to Khvarena are located nearby, but exploration in that area has been declared taboo by the Academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission on? You're just finding someone to step up to their plate, huh? Guess this is our business now, huh? Well, since Khvarena is involved.
So after all that, it sounds like we just need to look for those whatever rights, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy, and we'll get some more from the Academia too.
Yes, that drum you picked up was originally given to us by the Academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nagarjanites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands then. I've marked the rough position of the Temir Mountains for you. Ad Astra Abyssosk, traveler. May you inscribe a new legend in the desert sands. Ooh, fancy startup message.
Yep, we officially start the world quest.
Okay. So is it gonna be the people that I just saw, like, you know, in campsites or something? Because I found, like, NPCs and I tried talking to them, but they're like, no. So, it's probably those, NPCs. And also I'm gonna try my best to study how I read, because for some reason when I read for a long time, and okay, I know it's obvious, but like, I feel like it only happens to me when I stream that my throat starts hating me, so.
That must be the sign of a Pasha, huh?
Oh, it's that. Okay, yeah, that giant thing. Huh. All I'm hearing is the wind in the game. There's no music. Okay. are you? You guys don't look like tribespeople of the desert. More like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back. We've been commissioned to come here. We are here to resolve the issue regarding the sign of Apausha. Commission? What commission? As far as I know, the Academia of the Rainforest has declared this area a restricted zone. Why would there be a commissions?
We were commissioned to investigate something up in the sky that looks like bad news. The sign of... what was it again?
The sign of Apausha.
Ah, yep, that's the one.
Wait, how did you come to know its name?
Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us. Hang on a minute. Didn't you mention the correct name just now?
Since you know of the sign of Apausha, you must have heard of us Shamania, right? The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. The Order of Skeptics? Ranger? My apologies. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyro. Yes. A member of the Order of Skeptics in charge of guarding this place.
Order of Skeptics? Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the Nagar Jew sites or something. Looks like Pyro isn't the one we're looking for.
I think it's pronounced like Pyro? Because it's like... I don't know. Nagarjanites? That's just a derogatory name that those guys from the rainforest have for us. Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the Dev, alongside the divine bird Sares. He gained divine power through the rite of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. How dare they call such a great hero, and our first Vijayanapati by his given name. Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from the Academia?
Well, we're here to take care of a problem.
And also yeah. Aha! So you are the Academia's henchmen. We've tried our best to keep a low profile, but still, you've managed to find our trail. Still, I'd believe that the Academia was full of cowards who would never dare to step foot into the desert. I won't lie, you've impressed me.
Paimon didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion about the Academia.
Of course. Lord Nasuraya has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to this state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gather intelligence after all? I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. If this conversation continues... As unwilling as I might be to do so, I would have to end you.
What? You're the one who couldn't resist blabbing. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be rash. Oh, right. Aya, show Pyro the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it.
Token? This had better not be some trick.
Ta-da! Look, told you we weren't lying.
What is this shabby drum? You call this a token?
Did Catherine mix things up?
You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now, or things will get nasty. Don't you underestimate us skeptics. Spare us or bring it on? I'm just gonna click one of these. Oh, okay.
Shaken and stirred!
Into the wind!
Cease! Cease, I say! Oh! Is this... Lady Sorush! Why did you... You didn't have to attend to such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. We Pari appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds?
This little thing is about Paimon's size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyro calling lady in that reverent tone?
Your sins will be judged by the time for that has yet to come. But, whatever. The two of you over there, as envoys of the Academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no?
Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is...
My words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the Pari. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons.
Fine. We're not nameless. Paimon is Paimon, and she's Aya. We're adventurers who came here on a commission.
I'm the one who's an adventurer. We are here to look for the Order of Skeptics. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum, that item has a profound connection with Aspari, and is not something that you mortals should possess. Aya, I command you to present it to me immediately.
No way! At least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item is important to our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, we might even have to pay Mora to the Adventurers Guild. That's a huge loss.
Reward? Mora? To think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. You humans are such interesting beings. No matter. I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute even if you should only present it to me after that meeting.
That's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have to deal with that huge hole in the sky. And if we don't...
Huge hole? You refer to the sign of Apausha, then. And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? How presumptuous! It is the duty of Aspari to eradicate the sign of Apausha, an endeavor that I, Sorush, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird, Simurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Sorush. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Simurg? Foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Simurg? She is the master of Khvarena, who once saved the land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split into infinite motes of Khvarena after her sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe.
Sure, but Paimon doesn't think that we'll need you to sacrifice yourself.
In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile.
All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this guild of yours so long as the calamity is quelled, will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to sing of their deeds. But Lady Soash, the Vijnanapati has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is complete. I have decided, and as Pari, my word is law. Alright, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves all the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you.
Okay. Oh my gosh, these pronunciations that I cannot do. Well, I don't know what the pronunciations are, so I apologize. It's more like, why these big words? Why? It kind of makes all the Aranara words much easier to say. Oh. Oh, so these are platforms. Okay.
Time to go. The wind knows me. Don't get too close.
What? No! Shake your hands!
Into the wind.
Lightning flash! What do you mean, Dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hilly churls? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging Dev. Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Though there is still quite the gap between you and us, Pari, the sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then, you shall have the honor of being my Yasnapati. Yasnapati? Hyman doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans? Strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in? Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they have slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My greatest work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus, I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for is this not a grace that few receive from us Pari? This all sounds very complicated, but basically, you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right?
Not interested, thanks. Sounds like an alright gig, or couldn't you find a skeptic to help you out there? The skeptics? I may admire their spirit, but other than their leader, whom you mentioned previously, the rest are not fit for such work. They speak all day of how conflict is the true nature of this world, but they have themselves lost all ability to engage in such. None of them will be able to witness my sacrifice to its end. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not, you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even if Paimon can't see it. Okay. Oh yeah, I should mention, I did explore this place, as I said, because I have like 3 of the drums that will be later used into storyline. So we're gonna see a lot of these paths already cleared up. The path here is now dotted with gray crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Gray crystals? You mean the crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon's had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? Gray crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers, proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The Black Fire, the calamity. Indeed. I am sure you have heard that a great catastrophe struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. The dark fire opened a bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of Dev that crawled through that gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories, released by that corruption, began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored lord of Khvarena, the divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god, before transforming herself into a Khvarena of all kinds and scattering across the land. From that day, the Khvarena has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Khvarena. What was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The gray crystals in the area have increased of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Apausha's dark power. But if we use Khvarena's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, a wandering Khvarena should be nearby. Let us look around. I already did that. Okay. Oh, the flowers have respawned. Let's go collect these real quick. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay, where's the... Ah, here we go. Okay, it is up there. Lady Sorash, Khvarena's envoy, you have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of documents regarding the Rite of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Khvarena next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment. You two are...
Do not fret. They are Aya and Paimon, my newly chosen Yasnapati and her companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet.
A Yasnapati, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the Rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Knowing that the people at the Academia surely do not desire the rite's completion.
Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Aya and Paimon.
Kory Bantes. Bantes? A drum, basically.
Corabantes, you
say? Yes, this is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a laupa between ourselves and the Pari. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. This is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the Fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn their House of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground.
Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh?
Villain? Huh, the Academia are the true villains here. Have no doubt of that. I forgot my introductions. I am Nasajuna, the Vijnanapati of the Order of Skeptics. We who cultivate ourselves here. If you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. Okay, the game just slowed down a little bit randomly. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the Martins call ourselves. It did not look much like those the Academia might send. We're just passing adventurers. We did take a commission from them, sure. Fair enough, though in truth, it would not matter even if you were to be from that dreaded place. Even if the entire Corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted.
Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure.
Huh, so they would all say, this treacherous louts from the Academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Khvarena, Lady Sorash. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive, Sorash. I'm guessing those were the Fatui?
Of course, my Yasnapati. It is right that you should sing my praises.
Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Temir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of Mount Damavant would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the Academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together in the protection of Khvarena, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes.
Catherine said said that you have your differences, but it sure looks to Paimon like you skeptics really hate the academia.
Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the water against defilement, defending our land. And what have those useless louses been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom.
Paimon doesn't quite get it.
You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Khvarena and impurity, Dari and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists in their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. Its logic seems a tad messy. Ah, think you thus? Then we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. Nasharaya, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the gray crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Apausha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign...
Right, that's right. We were tasked to fix this whole thing. But after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be.
Huh. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water's surface.
The water's surface? Your explanation's just making things more confusing.
The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before.
That big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage.
Well, it should be fine. It should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Dari once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the Great Disaster, which they say that Dari started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tunigi Hollow. And though they were sealed away with the new vein of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with that. What this sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift. And though the monsters cannot enter Tevat through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vijayanapati extinguished that strange sign together with the Pari. But as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be? Who knows? That hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times.
What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all.
It matters not. Simberg drank the Amrita left behind by our god,
transmuting herself into limitless Khvarena. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we Pari have. I, Sorash, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, Khvarena's envoy. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is that really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apaltia have long been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the rite of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, the Pari are the descendants of Simurgh, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Khvarena to purify the land. And would you not say that a grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the Divine Bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? What? That's so haphazard. This sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? Paimon's sure there's gotta be some alternative, right, Aya? It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep. I already said that you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we Pari should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Tunigi Hollow to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon is kinda curious. A sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Khvarena battles against impurity. My Yasnapati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Oh my gosh. Okay. Interesting. I guess... Oh, I should let the text exhaust itself. That's fine. First... Can we get these yet? Oh, can we? Ah! Ooh, okay. Oh, right. Oh, I got the achievement. How do I do this? Space.
press... Oh, okay. Well, that was interesting. Is that in our inventory? No. Oh, it's here. It's a consumable. Ah! So let me check something real quick. Oh, there's so many of them. Okay, I'm gonna mark them on the interactive map because there's like 36 of them. Okay.
Is that deep pit at Tanigi Hollow you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. These were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again.
That is why we must use the power of Khvarena to reopen the way.
Hey, wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to seal too.
No. I mean that we must open the path to the sign of Apausha. The way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. But that is exactly why that sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great songs of Khvarena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Chinvad to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. The great songs of Khvarena? The rite of Chinvad? They are the mightiest manifestations of the Khvarena scattered throughout the world. We can use the great songs to initiate the rite of Chinvat. After that, we can open up a path to the darkness, just as legend holds that the first Vijayanapati, Nagarjuna, and the Pari did.
That's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on?
I do not know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vijayanapati Nagarjuna was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign, but that, I feel, is mere myth. I believe that Khvarena's envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Soash not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Simurgh? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all.
Well, that's what Soash says, but that's way too irresponsible of you.
Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Khvarena together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward.
Says the guy who's just been talking this whole time.
Well, basically only the Pari who has been chosen as a Bloom Guard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Soash, has yet to obtain that right.
Is that so? For all that bluster, you really aren't all that, Soash? You dare speak to me like that, Pale Floater? Well, Paimon isn't a Pale Floater.
Only by obtaining the twin-horned chaplet may she become the Bloom Guard, and being able to gather the power of Khvarena. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zurvan, the first Pari. She is a mighty Pari who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very Pari who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horned chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Sorush called you her Yasnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Varukasha oasis? That is where Lady Zervin may be found. Perhaps Lady Zervin may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Sorush as the predestined envoy. And why aren't you going? Well, I am her Yasnapati after all. Well, we've got a commission to complete. And why aren't you going? Well, as for me, she would certainly look down on a bookish man like me, considering her many years of experience. If she looked upon me, I doubt she would ever change her mind again. Huh. This is the only method we have at present to change our current situation. So please, do go with Lady Sorush to the sacred place protected by the Khvarena.
Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job.
Of course not. There is much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rite of Chinvat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kory drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the Pari who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for a rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the twin-horned chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Temir Mountains.
Oh, well, so we have to look for that party elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sorush is.
Okay. Also, I want to see what these do, so let's go experiment. Oh, okay. Ah, phone. Okay. Okay, the interact skill. To harvest. Okay. Okay. Oh. Ah. Okay. Down.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, so we have to go there, but there's also a few things that we can do right now. Oh, there's one there. I'll do a little bit of this kind of exploration, but I'm gonna primarily save it for my own time.
One with nature.
Because I want to mainly focus on the story. Okay, that's another one. have to... Wait, where is this? Okay, I'll just teleport here. Save the time. Yeah, I'll mess with this stuff later. Okay, right. Let's just continue the story before we figure out what a lot of this stuff is, about. Okay, come on. Okay, continue. Okay, what's this? I do want to see what this does. Okay. Oh! I pressed the wrong button. No. Trying to... It's left control. Oh gosh. We're so close to the ceiling. Okay, so it's like gives a chest.
A reward on the road.
I'll at least collect these.
The crystal here looks like... Could this be one of those Weenute that we've seen before? How did it get trapped here? So you call these children of an ancient dragon the Weenute? Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. Paimon knows that. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But is it not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Aya would never do that. I merely jest. If you are bosom buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. We shall soon reach the Vorukasha oasis. Come, let us hurry. Okay. So let me check something real quick.
Okay, I thought I messed something up. Like, because I'm using the interactive map on the Hoya Lab thing, whatever. And I'm kind of tracking all these, like, things. So I'm trying to make sure I didn't click the wrong one and labeled the wrong one. worry about this later. Okay, I will admit, when I first saw this, like, in the area, it looks really cool. Like, how the different lights, like, hit each other and all that. Is it here? Okay. Okay, I can't just teleport because the marker is a little closer. Oh, no, it's not it. We have to follow it.
Where are you going?
Oh. Okay. Okay, where was this? Okay, where? Nope! Ah, I clicked the wrong button! Just trying to press, like the key that, makes the objective more clear on where to go.
Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. We were just in the desert too. How strange.
It's so weird to see two Sarushes in the same cutscene. Because the little follower companion still appears in these ones.
Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland, after all. The homeland of the Pari? So there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what? Paimon's not all that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of that big hole. That is the harvest...
Oh my gosh, what is that word?
Harvest token. Harvest token. The sacred form of the god that has granted us Pari life. It is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a pure plane. Thus, her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great god left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Vendor caused the harvest token to grow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The Vorukasha oasis has been nourished by the Amrita And even the Khvarena that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of the Amrita. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the Dark Hollow. I fear that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the harvest token, the defilement surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. But it is also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that it could ever bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first. Let's go look for this Zervan person, shall we? If we get that chaplain and fix the sky real quick, that might make your god feel all better too. Also, before I continue, I want to take a picture of this. Okay, let's see. Is there a way I could Oh, that's a lovely picture to take. Yeah. Like to kind of show like both things. Also, I want to see if I can take another one. Okay, that both of those should be saved. I'll double check. If it loads on my computer, I've taken like 200 screenshots in this game, so it takes a while to load. Okay, I have them both. Okay. Let's go look for Zervan. Oh, it's right there. I kind of want to get these. I told myself not to do this until later, but I'm so tempted to get more. Wait, there was a chest in here?
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh yeah, I avoided using the compass in the new area because, well, I want to explore on my own first. Like, everything without it. And also, I think the thing would have detected chests from locations I literally couldn't access until now, so... yeah, it's kind of a mix of both. Okay, so that's... Oh yeah, obviously I'm not reading the text that kind of goes by, like, at the here, because it kind of goes by quickly, so it's pretty much impossible to read, since it goes by too quickly. Oh. Hello. So so adorable.
Well, if it isn't Sorush, such a rare guest. It has been a while, Elder Zervan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow Pari norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I have only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the sky fire, just as the divine bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Pari care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't it our duty as Pari to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sorush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Khvarena. In giving it to you, I may as well be handling the power of Khvarena over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? You two, looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sorush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zervan, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. What? Perhaps she has other hidden facets to her person. That's a scary thought. Well then, little ones, you came with Sorush, yes. This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the Order of Skeptics. You seem to be Outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Aya. We're, adventurers who shuttle across Tevat, or I am Sorush's Yasnapati. It's kind of both, but, okay. Adventurers? So you are travelers, then? Well, now, I do think I have seen a traveler much like you before. This is the forbidden land of the Pari, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to Genuflect. What? Before our god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sorush's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? Huh, I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside our ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a laupa with a Pari. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Abzar for the tree that suppresses the Dark Hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you Outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you are here about the sign in the sky.
I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole. Yeah. Oh my, so it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you even need us, Pari, to act on your behalf?
Looks like Pari are just pretty nasty as a whole.
Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell a calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mihir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you.
Oh, Paimon knows. So this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break. And then we can get the chaplet, right?
Such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Apausha, we will need their strength. Sarash alone will not be able to open the path through the Dark Hollow, not even with the chaplet. This, perhaps, is another example of the rule of 3.
Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we get the chaplet, it's fine.
Indeed. Aya, Paimon, do help Sarash out, alright? I don't need help.
You're not very honest, Sorash, but since your elders said so, guess you've just gotta listen to us.
Okay, we're on our second part of the quest line. Well, multiple parts. Okay, let the dialogue exhaust. Okay. Where's this one? Oh, is it the... What's this one? Hiri.
Hello there. Are you the Outlander offerer they spoke of?
The Outlander offerer?
Yes, I have heard of a valiant human who is bonded to a Pari. It has been centuries since this land last witnessed something so wondrous. We Pari used to walk with humans, and we would both build our homes in this Barukasha oasis. Despite the threat of the darkness, its corrosion never once stained the oasis thanks to the protection of the Harvest Token and Khvarena. Though centuries have passed, those years remain my most cherished memories.
Sorry, but who are you?
I'm in charge of looking after the Amrita pool. I have not set foot outside this place since Lady Servant sealed the oasis.
The Amrita pool?
The Amrita pool is where we Pari were granted life. In it flows the primordial water left behind by our god. It's all thanks to the Amrita that countless motes of Khvarena have gained power and life. We will turn into plumes of purifying light after exhausting our strength, leaving behind nothing but pure memories. And memories that belong to the Khvarena will return to Harris Token through the Amrita pool. The Amrita is all that is needed to wash away the deepest sadness and sorrow. With its nourishment, one shall regain their pristine form as the Khvarena's familiar.
and the offerer is the one who will help those familiars of Khvarena return to the Sea of Flowers. But ever since human warriors ceased performing that duty, party who have drained their strength while resisting the defilement have not been able to return to the Sea of Flowers. Fortunately, now that we've been visited by a human warrior once again, the scattered plumes of purifying light shall return to this place eventually. The unreadable will accept all remembrances so long as an offering is made, and the waters and the tree will bestow blessings upon you. This is also the mercy of the divine. Oh, we unlocked the pool. Oh, so these are used to upgrade it. Huh. Huh. Wait. Okay, so it's 6 times, so there's 36. Let's turn 6 in. Oh, pretty. Add primo gems. And also material. Okay, also we get this. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, I want to get... Wait. Could we get these real quick? Wait, what? Ah! Why do I keep pressing Z? Oh my... I'm... Oh my god, my brain wants to press Z, but it's E. Now we press Z. Oh my gosh.
I'll keep this close.
Okay, let's see. Let's go do... Oh my god, whatever this word is. We'll pronounce it when we read the dialogue. Oh, so it's this thing. Oh, and also the flowers are respawned too. Are you sure we're going the right way, Sarash? Stop making such disgraceful noises. Would I lead you wrong? Pale Floater, you can stand to learn from our Yasnapati and her unflinching calm. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous on the inside. Or... it is just a fluorescent purple mist. I don't even know what it is, though. But, okay. But don't you find that pretty suspicious already? Paimon can tell how dangerous it is just by looking. Such trivial trials. They pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. I misspeak. You, Pale Floater, are not as bold as my Yasnapati. But perhaps one may consider retreating at the slightest sign of danger, a wise choice. Right, that's right. I is in charge of being brave, while Paimon's in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best of buddies, after all. Nice going, buddy. Right? Paimon thinks that was a good rejoinder, too. But I did not give you your title for not, Yasnapati. Do give praise unto my bravery more, pray. Well, I has known Paimon longer. When she's not being your Yasnapati, there's nothing wrong with her sparing some time to praise Paimon. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff, Sorash. You're not really doing anything that especially needs praising right now, are you? My great work is not for the present, but the future. Still, at this very moment, you are being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we're here to find... Mihir, that foolish familiar of Thorns. She must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped in there? Then we've got to go save her. The power of the purple mist beneath us shares a source with the demons of Dev. Mihir's task should have been to keep such wicked powers from running rampant upon this earth. Under the sign of Apalsha, the powers of the two forces warring here ebb and flow. We Pari should be dauntless, willing to fight till we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mihir? I shouldn't wonder if she searches for some way to protect herself even now, conducting some loathsome struggle. Wait, aren't you allies? Are you really gonna leave a fellow Pari to her fate like that? Cold-hearted little Pari. You wouldn't be unable to rescue your comrade by any chance, would you? The Aranara all help each other out. You wouldn't be unable to rescue... Okay. Maybe you're right. The problem could very well be something not even Soresh can solve. It is no difficult matter saving Mihir. Perhaps I might even call it trivial. But we Pari each have our mission, and we also have different ideals. She must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensibility before using a great gate to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely, she would be like that Khvarena, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Khvarena even prostrate themselves? Maybe if they try hard enough? You plebeians missed the point. All the same, the state of this place tells me that she shall not hold out long by herself. How pitiful. Bah, what a horrible sight, to be as Mihir is, corroded by filth, falling from a spotless to a sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself. Had the elder not bade me come? So after all that, you do care? Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, shall seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The following labor shall be little, but it is still a radiant shard, is Napati mine. Record it down with a reverent heart, and use even this mote of shatter light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about the less important stuff later, Soresh. Let's figure out how to disperse that purple mist first. Less important, you say? Well, so be it. Mihir's sinful form renders her unable to fulfill her duty, but the thorns remain. So long as I lend them some of my strength, it shall only take a brief moment to scatter this purple smoke. As for the downward path, let us follow that wandering Khvarena we just saw. Well, if Soresh is so sure, let's try getting closer then. Oh, right. If you feel uncomfortable, then hold your breath. Well, Paimon isn't all that good at doing that herself, so you'd better make it quick, Soresh. Underestimate me not, Pale Floater. Okay, follow... Okay. Okay,
Is it this? No. E. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to wait till they stop moving. And there we go. Where's it taking me? Okay. Actually, let me check what this is real quick. Oh. Huh. Is this how they look now? Look like now? How pathetic. Soash, what are you talking about? Never mind. I just happened to witness the undignified states of my kind. No matter. We shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh wow, that really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle looks almost like a door, right? If we walk through it, it might lead somewhere. Paimon definitely would like to go first. The Fravashi trees are no doors. You'll disturb the residual pari residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's called a Fravashi tree, huh? But where are the residual pari? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course, Pale Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by obsessions of the past, after all. It may not be what they wished for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world. How absurd and pathetic. They may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. Huh, I only feel at home when I'm on a battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Fravashi trees are pari that fought till the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into the state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form and were rejected by the Varukasha oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Varukasha oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but to keep these Fravashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories that have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them. Oh, Paimon just can't leave them. Can't just leave them here to suffer and endure alone like this. You can't? That makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us pari to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas, you know. If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We pari share no such weaknesses. Huh, fine. Since even my Yasnapati fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her dimming voice. Huh. Oh, wow. We have, like, quest?
Ah, finally, at long last. Bring me the stamens of that flower. You know what I'm talking about, right? I don't know how to face them if I return without any Udumbara. You're my only hope now.
Okay. Well, first, we should probably continue the quest. Oh, a pale fire. Huh. Oh.
Okay, and then...
No! Oh my gosh. Ah! I swear this is gonna happen so many times until I stop pressing Z when I do this. I think I just keep pressing it because I feel like... Because, you know, we're using a gadget, technically. Like, it's making me press the wrong buttons instead.
Oh, more of these, morning flowers.
I feel the need to collect so many of these. Like every other material.
Oh. Oh. Wait, is this Mahir? Is she stuck? Seems like the purple mist has already made it all the way down here. What do we do now, Suresh? Can we just do what we did earlier? You know, give some of your power to the thorns and free her? Why, of course, I shall save her. After all, she does seem so very piteous, affected with corruption and helpless as she is. This isn't the best time to throw shade on her. Exactly! We've got to save her, and quick. Yet I have not heard her repent. I shall hear her repudiation of her obduracy and her supplication for my aid. Oh, come on! Are you serious? We don't have time for that kind of talk. My mom thought you were just speaking in anger.
Oh, valiant, dauntless Lady Sorash, we implore thee. Lovely, invincible Lady Sorash, shall ye not hear my counsel? What?
Stop playing along with her. Well then, if you too say so, my Yasnapati. After all, fulfilling your wishes once in a while is indeed within the purview of one so exalted as I. Seriously? My mom wishes you'd listen to her too, Sorash.
Shake it and stir. Scratch that. The wind knows me.
Ha! Thundercloud!
Fire it up. Into the wind.
Yeah!
Let's see what this is about. Oh, what? Okay, let's go do this first.
Awesome! Are you alright, Mahir? Well, I suppose she is alive, if barely, and covered in sin, and weakened to the extent that she may only defend herself. All thanks to you, great Lady Soresh. Soresh who took humans for companions. Soresh who lost her way. It sounds like there's some secret meaning behind her words. Do not get near her, lest the defilement that emanates from her touches you. It seems that she has not only forgone a heart of gratitude, but has lost much of her intellect, or she would not use such baseless words to reproach me. Thank you, Soresh. If not for you and your companions, I would have needed much time to gather my strength. And even then, I am unsure if I could have stood against the rising filth on my own. The sign of Apausha could be seen all too clearly, even from the bottom of the valley. But thorns can only crawl upon the ground, never to reach the sky, not even the reflection of the skies on the earth. Of course, after all, I am the one who is destined to make sacrifices and extinguish the sign. And I must add that Aya is no companion of mine, nor is Paimon. She is my Yasnapati, a willing instrument recording my great work. Soresh's #1 Yasnapati, that's me. I would call that description a few degrees off of reality. Paimon wants to be #1 too. Wait, why would Paimon want to fight you to be Soresh's willing instrument anyway? It's just saving me here isn't enough to complete what Servant asked us to do, right? I see. So you have something to request of me, Soresh. What? Have your senses gnarled into tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed the Temir Mountains into the nameless dunes? It is by my magnanimity in not remembering past slights that my Yasnapati have been given leave to record your name within the hymn that sings my praises. Your sinful form, stained with defilement, should never otherwise have appeared within those stanzas. You should thank me, Mahir. If it was not for our elder... whatever. We do this to obtain the twin-horned chaplet. For that reason, you must return with me to the Vorukasha oasis. Speaking of which, Soresh, you keep talking about stained with defilement this and sinful form that. What do you even mean? It is the duty of us familiars of the thorn to prevent defilement from spreading across the earth and guard against its corrosion. But when we battle against the demons of Dev, injury is nigh unavoidable. And if you had been shattered in battle with them, that might have been worth a song. But stained as you are, you can hardly be counted as one of us. If it were not for my coming to your rescue, you would likely have continued some pathetic struggle here, till the world forgot you and you utterly faded away. Those are the words of the human who has befriended you, Soresh. He is no ordinary human. He is the Nasariah of the Order of Skeptics. So that's how it is. Sounds like a matter of wounded pride. That's right! Calling someone sinful because of that. Mahir, you poor thing. To do one's duty is not a pitiable act, nor is struggling to perform that duty for a while longer shameful. Pah! Never mind the matter of our elder. I have not fallen so low as to require your judgment. Rather, it is you who should thank me for rescuing you. Oh, come on, Soash. Stop yelling at an injured person. Well, Mihira was wounded in combat, so that counts, right?
It is alright. Sorash will understand, or she will never obtain the twin-horned chaplet from Zervan. But as she says, my sinful form is unacceptable in the eyes of other Pari. I cannot return to the Varukasha oasis in this state.
Merely perform a cleansing pilgrimage and it will be well. A cleansing pilgrimage? Will that take a long time? Will it be dangerous?
You need not be so concerned as to the details of Mihir's deeds. After all, there shall be little room for her in the praises that shall be sung of me. She knows this road well, but in her weak and helpless state, were she to be attacked along the way, I doubt there will be anything left of her.
What Paimon's hearing is that things will be fine as long as we escort her. Don't worry, we're very experienced at this sort of thing.
Okay. Wait, can I check something real quick? Oh, gotcha, it's fighters. Go. Okay, now we're supposed to do stuff, but I'm curious. Actually, we'll do this later. I should probably not get distracted because I do want to just do all this first for now and then worry about the other stuff later.
One with nature. Check this out. The wind knows me. Don't get too close.
Oops.
We're finally out of there. We can already see the Hearst token.
And we can also see the sign of Apausha. We won't be able to relax till we manage to fix the crisis above us.
That's true, but let's prioritize escorting Mihira on her cleansing pilgrimage so she can regain her spotless form and return to her companion's side. But isn't it awful that she's been fighting all this time, but now that she's injured, she can't even go back?
One who clings to life and self-protection despite being filled with such filth is unworthy of a Gesnapati's chronicle.
What are you saying, Sorash? Mihira's been fighting all by herself to fulfill her mission all this time. She's been very brave. We should remember what she's done and praise her for it.
Only humans require such things as courage. We Pari have no need of it. Sorash speaks the truth. We Pari have known our purpose since birth, and we only live to serve that purpose. We do not require remembrance. Perhaps being forgotten might even be for the best.
But
if the day comes when none mention us again, and surely the entire earth must have been purged of all calamity, there will be no more sacrifices to be sung of, for there will be no more sufferings to be remembered. I believe that shall be a wonderful day.
Here. That day is yet distant. Not before I make the sacrifice that shall extinguish the sign of Apausha, at least. Let us not waste daylight here. We should complete the cleansing pilgrimage as soon as possible. We should not allow this preamble to delay us so. I am the protagonist of this hymn, I alone. Thank you for walking this difficult path with me. I believe that the road shall be far smoother ahead. Would you like to continue on together? Sure. Let's go together. That is also fine by me. Okay. Oh. We're back! Guess your cleansing pilgrimage is done, huh, Mahir? And that means your defilement issues have been solved, right? I have indeed completed the cleansing pilgrimage, but it couldn't have been done without your aid. The wind and waters here are good, and wondrous energies cycle here. For now, there's no need to worry about the defilement. Yeah, this place sure is better than that valley full of purple mist. It's definitely got that soul-purifying feeling to it. Purifying? Indeed. That was easier than Paimon thought. Now that Mahir's clear of this defilement, other party aren't gonna reject her anymore, right? You can finally take a rest after all that trouble you went through, Mahir. And Soul Rush is now closer to obtaining the chaplet as well. That's right! Everyone wins! A fitting end for Mahir, perhaps, but not for me. My ending will not be something so ordinary or peaceful, or as insignificant as you are, Pale Floater. Paimon isn't insignificant. Well, not that Paimon's very heavy or anything either. My end shall be glorious, radiant, like that of the divine bird Simurg. I shall split into infinite motes of Khvarena, cleansing the world of its impurity. That which Mahir has done cannot be compared to what I shall yet accomplish. Yet there was only one Simurg, and there is only one Sorush. There's no need to imitate others. There has to be a way that doesn't involve sacrifice. My Gesnapati, it is clear that you do not understand Simurg's greatness, nor do you rate the tragic vow and resolve of us pari as you should. You speak but empty words, born of your witlessness. My mind is made up, my heart set. I will not be moved. I want this against Sorush at all. Why does she insist on sacrificing herself to deal with the sign? And why is she so cold to Mahir? Well, the way things look right now, Mahir's the one with deeds to her name. It's because Sorush's work is not yet complete. That's true. We don't know if we'll be able to obtain the twin-horned chaplet yet. Never mind extinguish the sign of Apausha. So she's worried that she's falling behind Mahir? I'd say she's pretty anxious about it. Paimon kinda gets it now. Sorush is worried that if we praise Mahir, we won't do the same for her afterward. So she wants to do something even greater. Oh, come on. Isn't she just afraid that Mahir will seal her Yasnapati? She doesn't need to worry about that. We're born flatterers, aren't we, Aya? What did Paimon think? Let's put 4 lines of praise for Sorush in that hymn or whatever she's always going on about. And 2 for Mahir. That way, everyone wins. Okay. We have another quest.
Okay, it's already navigating.
First, I guess it's close by, or...
Ah, here it is.
Let's do this quickly.
Oh yeah, we have another heart shaped thing. at this one thing that's over here real quick, so give me a second. And then we can, oh. Oh. Huh. Okay, let the dialogue exhaust itself. No! Why do I keep doing that? Oh my god. Ooh. Not bad, Sorash. You really made the area regain its vitality real quick, huh? Pari powers are quite fascinating, yes. Startled pointlessly. My powers are more than enough to easily rescue the Sunyata flower. The dark corrosion expands yet, and these Sunyata flowers are but one amongst its many victims. The other flower pots have not been spared. Safana must be in quite the fluster at this moment. This Safana you mentioned seemed like a nice party who works hard to take care of the flowers. Let's go help her, shall we, Aya? Well now, I suppose it may serve as a suitable diversion upon my great work. In that case, my Yasnapati, I bid you have a care for Sunyata flowers of this kind. I'll tell you when I see them. Yep, let's save these pretty flowers together.
Is this an answer from this world?
What? 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 I'll do this another time. I want to focus on like the little bit here.
Let's go, let's go.
Platform, but also break. Had so many tutorials. Okay. Can I at least get the... What? Can I get this as this? No. Unfortunately not. I'll do this later then. Where? Okay. Oh! This one. Rashnu is there. So how many of the flowers have I collected in this area? 127. Oh, and also, what about the other thing? 64. Okay. I want to collect a lot of those things because they're, local specialties.
Huh, it's you, Nasujuna. What are you doing here?
Honored envoy of Khvarena, and you two. Our Yasnapati and our companion, I suppose.
Yeah, just call us Aya and Paimon.
Since I have been given such permission, then allow me to call you by those names. Do you two remember what I mentioned earlier about how we skeptics have always been searching for the Kory drums?
It was about them being important items for some ritual or something, yeah?
Well, while I can see that the proper terms were not remembered, that is the essence of the matter, yes. The two of you have been acknowledged by Khvarena's envoy, and yet you know little of our glorious history. I fear that you may be led astray by heresies and heterodoxies from the forest. Allow me then to explain the true history of Barsam and the Kory drums. I'll be honest, I'm not so concerned with this. Story time, is it? Joy.
Yeah, the stuff Nasujuna says is even harder to understand than the stuff Soresh talks about. Paimon didn't catch any of it the first time. Huh. In that case, say it more often, Nasujuna, until even one such as Paimon can remember every last word. In that case, let's just hear it once, shall we? Aya has a good memory. It'll be fine as long as she remembers.
Long ago, our predecessors worked to quell the disaster that occurred in this land and formed a profound friendship with the Pari. Barsam's familiar had a preference for music, so he crafted Kory drums for her. During the ceremony where our bonds with the Pari were made official, 5 drums had to be gathered and played according to scores. Though the Kory drums are long lost, the drum scores have withstood the corrosion of the sandstorms. As you can see, they have been almost perfectly preserved. Words shall nary describe the true magnificence of that occasion. When the Kory drums sounded, all things reverberated in unison. It felt as if their sound could freely traverse space and time. Those who witnessed it were all shaken to the core. Even the elements themselves were stirred. Sounds like a very lively time. It's a shame that we skeptics failed to pass on our legacy, resulting in the loss of all the Kory drums. And however loudly we cried out, Barsam's familiar would never again utter a word in response.
Barsam's familiar? Is this the Rashnu Soresh mentioned before? Is that who you're talking about? But why wouldn't she respond to the Order of Skeptics' call?
The Pari and the Order of Skeptics both value tradition and ceremony, so there is routine to our actions.
They talk about tradition, but then they lost their drums.
This is hardly a peaceful land. That such things would happen is little surprise.
Okay. Seems like getting Rashnu back to the Varukasha oasis with us won't be easy.
That is so. We will need to collect all the Kory drums and play them according to the score. Thankfully, I have never once given up searching for the lost drums. I have been gathering the relevant clues even before your arrival. As one might have expected of you, Lord Nasaraya. There's no need to flatter me. After all, if Aryadeva had not... My apologies. I refer to an elder amongst the Order of Skeptics who left for Sumeru City to work on his, light novels, detrated things. This heavy responsibility would not have fallen to me otherwise.
He became a light novelist?
He rambled on and on about how warring against a Yai publishing house editor and opponents in Genius Invocation TCG should still be considered war. But if you ask me, he's just turning into a ridiculous old geezer. But he's still an elder who knows more about our heritage than I do, so I have to ask him for information regardless of any disagreements we might have. He's reluctant to answer any questions that do not have to do with light novels and card games, though. It took me 3 whole questions to receive a single reply. Anyway, it took me a great deal of effort just to gather clues about the Kory drums.
Speaking of that, we did find Kory drums better than the one Catherine gave us. Not the whole set of 5, but still. Yay! New clues! But Nasajuna, if you had the clues all along, why didn't you go look for the lost Kory drums yourself?
That's an easy one to answer. Aya, it seems like you're not in possession of a vision.
That's right, I am not.
And yet you're capable of bending the elements to your will. What an inviolable gift. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with such a gift. So it is good that you are here. I mean, we could save quite a lot of trouble for Lady Sarush with your help. Otherwise, I would have to make other arrangements. But just as I said before, it seems that even fate is on my side. Lady Sarush, and you too, please come with me. Hidden treasures may be found closer by than we think. Okay, and also we skip a part of the quest because I found the 3 drums, as I brought up earlier. There's so many things. Let's get this one quickly. Okay, where is this on the... Ah, here. It's the only one around the area. Oh wait, how many do I have? Okay, I did count correctly.
That's strange. There's no path here at all. Seems like you're not all that good at a guide, Nasajuna.
There are signs of rockfall. You're observant indeed, honored envoy. I am inclined to think that monster activity caused the rocks to collapse and thus block this... Well, let us call it a path. But you may leave this to me, everyone. This problem only requires a little spark to solve. Ah, yes. For safety concerns, please stand back a bit. Nasajuna cleans the stove crevice before putting a small package inside. He fills the gap back up, retreats to a safe distance, and lights the fuse. The large rock blocking the way splinters into smaller pieces, and when the dust finally clears, a gray gate appears in its wake. Well, that's it for those stones blocking the way.
Wait, why is there still a gate in the way?
There's always another gate to go through, huh? It does seem quite sturdy. We used to be able to pass through. As for breaking the seal on this gray gate, we will need your help, you two.
Well, guess that falls to us, huh?
Ah!
Think you can bully me? Scratch now!
One with nature. Fire it up! The wind knows me.
Okay. Come on, little follower.
nature.
Sketch.
The wind knows me.
Oh. So what's this?
This place is full of great crystals.
Oh, what? It is not too far from what I expected. The mechanism that sealed the dendrodrum was once here, but it has been destroyed. There are even some notes here that show where the other Kory drums might be found. Oh yeah, I already found them all. I'll read the document anyway. After scouring the land for days, I have finally found the Kory drums. Alas, I lack the strength to retrieve them. As such, I will record their locations here. There is no detailed information on the key contents of the ritual. I have drawn the following interference from a comprehensive review of the current body of research. Firstly, the element of the Kory drums match the element recorded on the drum score. This is obvious and requires only a rudimentary understanding. Animal and geodrums do not exist. The reason for this merits further investigation. Secondly, the meaning behind a notation. Notation may be divided into 3 categories: empty, half full, full. The hypothesis is that the musical notes refer to the 3 types of rhythms, namely pause, light, and heavy. Thirdly, the order of reading. Unable to be determined, if a lost Kory drum is found, one can try to read it in the usual order, which is from left to right and top to bottom. As the elders put it, when the Kory drums were lost in a single night, the Order of Skeptics was overcome with great grief. Losing the drums meant losing the bridge that connected them to Barsam's familiar, and from then on, the young were never again able to listen to her teachings. This was a grave incident indeed. Great efforts were made by all to search for the drums thereafter, but few gains were made due to the obstruction posed by the defiled energies. According to the elder, this is one of those old locations. But as you have seen, those without the power to combat the brute might of the defilement, those who cannot wield the elements, and those who have not obtained the trust of Khvarena envoy are unable to reach his place. Aryadeva also attempted to retrieve the dendrodrum here in his youth, but he did not succeed and has been silent about the matter ever since. A sense of responsibility, perhaps, or was it pride that closed his mouth?
You know, when you said that the Order of Skeptics had a terrible relationship with the academia, I thought that you'd all just stay here. Now that there's that big hole in the sky, never mind not coming back to help out. Don't you think it's kind of weird that he's just over in Sumeru City writing his novels and playing his cards?
Perhaps he can achieve in fantasies what he could not in reality?
You mean writing the story of his failures into a light novel but changing the ending? How's that supposed to solve a real-life problem?
People need hope in their lives, even if it isn't real.
Well, Paimon thinks that sticking out together is our best chance of fixing the sky hole problem. It concerns Soul Rush, too, after all.
Your concern, Paimon, is rather wasted on one destined for so grand a sacrifice as I.
Or perhaps I should say that evaluating the choices and fates of others is, itself, an overly prideful act. Paimon I help Paimon out here.
We're to respect their wishes and wish them well.
Aren't we also supposed to ask them to leave it to us?
I do thank you for your aid, of course, but do not forget, I am the main character of this hymn.
Speaking of which, if we take the dendrodrum here into account, it seems like we found all 5 Kory drums, haven't we? It feels as if we just happened upon them as we were adventuring.
As expected of the Yasnapati, whom Lady Soresh acknowledged, this went faster than I thought it would. Have you recorded the entire drum score carved into the stone walls? If you have, let us return to Barsam to begin the ritual. Yeah, I skip an entire step for collecting the 3 things. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, it's all the things.
Okay, so I already know how the puzzle works because I found some parts of the puzzle, like similar ones, scattered in the area. It took a bit of learning, but I kind of understand how it works.
Okay, so we have the pyro.
Wait, am I supposed to remember how all this looks?
Oh, now we have them all.
Please tell me we don't have to memorize this from memory. Okay, this is cryo. Electro. Oh gosh.
Shake it and stir it.
One with nature.
Lightning slash.
I got careless.
Okay. Dendro, and last is Hydro.
The wind knows me.
Yeah.
I wasn't done.
Okay. Let's see. Next, we just need to put the Kory drums back in their original places before performing the piece according to the scores on the stone walls, right? Rasha will definitely be happy to answer us when she hears her favorite music.
Do excuse my presumption, but the ritual that bound the Order of Skeptics to the party is one of great significance. I think that it would only be proper for proper Order of Skeptics regulation if it's Vijayanapati, that is to say myself, were to preside over it.
Well, we were the ones who got all the 5 Kory drums.
Even if you are Lady Sarash's Yasnapati, I believe this to be out of line. Or should I call this prideful presumption upon her favor? Lady Sarash is Khvarena's envoy. She might have behaved more amicably to the 2 of you on account of your aid in fulfilling her destined mission. Yet this is but a manifestation of her virtue and not any credit of yours. Do not forget your place. Give praise and stand in awe of her every action as you should.
That's what you say. But even though Sarash always acts all high and mighty, Paimon doesn't think she's all that great or that distant from us. That does not sound like something that shall be written into a hymn of praise. Well, I'd say it's praise enough by Paimon standards. Well, what about you then, Aya? Do you want to play the Kory drums and awaken the familiar of Barsum for me? Well, I'm not a bad performer, I guess. Exactly! Cooking, combat, errands, espionage, we can do it all. This is definitely way easier than extinguishing the sign of Apaltia. We're not gonna trip this up. We're not gonna trip up here. And yet adventurers you remain, rough folk of the outdoors. It would be best if I handle such critical matters related to our history and tradition as this. Nashiraya, she is the Yasnapati I have chosen, and now she willingly serves. Will you bar our path? I have no reason to doubt your decisions, astute as they are. Then it is concluded. Speak no more. Come, Aya, this momentous task is yours. Don't you worry. Oh, I have no fear. You are my Yasnapati after all. Well, if you say so, Suresh, then leave this to us. Just relax, Nasajuna. We know the Kory drums are very important. Aya's not going to ruin them or anything.
Okay. Okay, the electro is... I feel like I want to go, like, in the past, so it's a little easier for me to understand. Okay.
Vishnana.
Okay. Half, full. There we go. Check the score. Half, full, silent, full. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Okay, check the score. Half, full. Oh gosh, I'm hungry. Okay. Half empty, half full. That sounds weird. Anyways. Half empty, half full. Okay, and the last one. Okay, check the score. Half empty, half full.
Well, that's lovely.
Barsom's familiar has answered our call.
She must be Rashnu. Don't you think she seems kinda tired though? Looks like we might need to help her out somehow.
This is Rashnu indeed, but perhaps we could have a nice meal?
That's right! Grub! Meat, veggies, sweet, salty. Oh, what should we get? Actually, hang on. Do Pari enjoy human food at all?
Perhaps a repeat performance might do?
So noisy. So sleepy. Paimon kinda thought this might go differently. You know, like a moving reunion after many years. Not gonna happen.
You're so Rush. I recognize you.
That's right. This is my Yasnapati Aya and her companion Paya, and that is the Nasaraya of the Order of Skeptics.
As skeptics, Yasnapati. I do not wish to know about these human affairs. Humans and their drums are so noisy. I threw them into different places so I could sleep in peace. Oh, the scent of lies. Wait, so this was all a misunderstanding?
Well, that's one huge misunderstanding, wouldn't you say? Even Paimon doesn't do that.
How? But our documents recorded this so very clearly. Nor did Lady Sarash say anything against this. You must have slumbered too long here, Rashnu, muddling your memory of these affairs. Surely the scattering of the Kory trumps was meant to select those who might clear the trials. With those who could not solve such a small problem proving unfit to call themselves Yasnapati. For how then would they aid me in my great work of extinguishing the sign of Apausha?
The sign. I'm so tired, but this is not the time to sleep.
Yes. You see, Aya truly deserves the title of Yasnapati. She has helped me immensely, but her help alone is not enough. Rashnu, I need yours as well.
I get it. It was Zervan who...
She too approves of me, of course. All right, Rashnu, will you come with me to the Varukasha oasis?
Well, it is not impossible.
Barsom's familiar. Please wait. I have many queries regarding the skeptics' traditions.
Human business. Later, perhaps. We can talk later. Perhaps after I sleep for a bit. Maybe then.
Nasaraya, do you not have other things to attend to? We can save your business with Rashnu for another day. Yes, I will return to camp to accomplish that which I should.
You know, Paimon kind of feels bad for Nasajuna right now.
I'm afraid this isn't something we can butt into.
Yeah, Nasajuna and Sarash have known each other for a long time. They can settle this stuff between them, can't they? Whatever the case, if you'll come with us to the Varukasha oasis, Rashnu, Sarash will be one step closer to getting the chaplet. Together. Now?
Yes. Let's go together.
Going together with humans? Alright.
Fix my legs. I've been sitting too long. Oh, we finished the quest. Let me go check my achievements, because we got a few of them. Oh, we got quite a few. Okay. Let's see what this character says. Well now, If it isn't Soresh and her Yasnapati. You sure did come back quickly, and while this might sound rude, you have exceeded my expectations. Whether it be foolish Mahir or ignorant Rashnu, I have personally saved them and brought them back to our Sea of Flowers. You will see me in a different light now, I trust, Elder. Paimon thinks it's more accurate to say that we saved them together. I have put in tons of work, too. You speak too much. I was planning to elevate you, too, to the position of my Yasnapati. But if you will be so petty, Pale Floater, it seems I must reconsider my decision. Whoa! Actually, never mind. Who wants to be your Yasnapati anyway? Now, it may seem strange to say so, but I believe myself and my Yasnapati to be of the same root and stem. Indivisible. And just as the heroes of legend should have many helpers, my Yasnapati's works shall also count for my glory. It also goes without saying that a Pari who shall do such a supreme deed as I will not peddle in the foolishness that is stealing another's credit. Therefore, Yasnapati mine, feel free to add your deeds to the hymn, for thus shall my great deeds seem all the greater for it. By your leave, your grace, sir. We're taking this a bit far, I think. That's right. We're quite used to you talking like this, Soresh. But Servant's right over there looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots. Let us not speak of things unrelated. Just as we agreed before, Elder, you can give me the Twin Horn Chaplet now, yes? Well, we did. But I can't give you the chaplet. Wait, are you going back on your word? Now, the chaplet is the symbol of Khvarena's recognition. How could it be given away based on private whims? Amidst the countless motes of Khvarena created by the transformed divine bird, only we Pari have been blessed with intelligence. It is thus that we are able to communicate with the remaining consciousness within the mother tree and guide the power of Khvarena. But not all Pari may possess such authority. Only the Bloom Guards, those who prove worthy successors to the divine bird's aspirations, and have the courage to see that wish through, may gain the chaplet, the crown that contains wisdom. Come then, pray along with me to the invincible Khvarena. If you have been acknowledged, then our God will grant you the chaplet herself. Zervan recites the words of an ancient hymn, and Soresh joins her. It is as if 1,000 birds sing out at once, and as if 100 flowers respond. Oh! Ooh. Oh, look at Soresh. I'll keep going a little bit longer. I'm trying to figure out what's a good place to stop. Oh, so the chaplet just grows out of your head. Well, this didn't go as we thought, but guess you've got your... Oh, that's Paimon saying it. Oops. Well, this didn't go as we thought, but guess you've got your twin horn chaplet now, Soresh. You look much more reliable than before. Of course! I am the destined Bloom Guard after all. Now I need only offer myself as a sacrifice to extinguish the sign of Apausha. And there you go again, ruining our impression of you right away. But since you've got the chaplet, Soresh, now we can go find that great song of Khvarena thing, right? Paimon remembers Nasajuna saying that we'll need to collect enough of those great songs if we want to perform that rite of his, and then we can pass through the darkness. But who knows if his words can be relied on or not? That is the rite of Chinvat, Now, is this Nasajuna you speak of from the Order of Skeptics? To think that any human remembers that right. I thought that it had been lost. I did once travel alongside human heroes to cross the darkness through the rite and cleanse the impurities tainting the mother tree.
Hey! Looks like he wasn't mistaken then.
But when that happened, I was the one who personally used the Khvarena to repair the seal that held the darkness at bay. Later, I was the one who fused the strongest Khvarena collected there into 5 great songs, which I used to purify the land. The skeptics should not have knowledge of the great songs' existence if they relied merely on their traditional records.
Maybe Nasajuna's just not interested in researching documents. Maybe there are some documents he found elsewhere that you don't know about, Servan.
That would make him all the more suspicious. As I understand it, there are indeed others who would be interested in the great songs. All the same, with you there, I believe such small matters should be no obstacle. In any case, Sorush has only just obtained a chaplet and cannot collect enough Khvarena. If we wish to conduct the rite of Chinvan now, we will need the power of the great songs. All that, at the time, after I first scattered the monsters that had invaded our sea of flowers, the great songs were scattered across the land. Only one was hidden by me within the waters of the Sunyata lake here, kept away for a future time of need. Now that Sorush has obtained the authority to touch the great songs, you can first go to obtain this one. As for the rest, you shall have to seek them out yourself. Safeguard them well. Do not let them fall into the hands of suspicious people. I would also ask you to take care of Sorush for me. Though she may have obtained the acknowledgement of Khvarena, I fear that wisdom and intelligence have never been prerequisites for becoming a Bloomguard. Okay. Okay, maybe whatever this is about, I'll do it and then I'll close it off, I think. Because this is a long quest line, obviously, so I don't want to go on too long on one day, so. But let's at least see what this is about. Things.
Wow, something weird came out from the lake. Is that a great song of Khvarena? You know, it looks kind of cute actually. It's a lot bigger than all the Khvarena we've seen previously. Maybe we could just call it Great Khvarena for short. Paimon didn't think something this cute could be this good at cleansing the impurities though.
Well, Sorush is much the same. We've got another powerful cutie on our side here, don't we? Pleasing to the ear, those words are not, but I shall take it that you praise my majesty nonetheless. Oh.
Well, that's one get Khvarena down. Next, we just... wait a minute. We don't know where the rest are, do we?
No need to fret. I have already commanded Nasariah regarding this matter. He already knows where the other 4 may be found. We need only have him guide us. Well, do you doubt my judgment?
Well, Paimon just thinks that Nasujuna's documents aren't all that reliable.
This is different from the matter of the drums. The locations of the great songs of Khvarena were not found by consultation of the skeptics' traditions, but through Nasaraya's own painstaking studies. Apart from the ones locked within the ruins, I have personally checked the rest. There will be no errors.
Be assured, Pale Floater, I am the destined Bloomguard now. Would I make such mistakes? Alright then. Paimon's not very assured, mind you. But we can always go ask Nasujuna first and stuff. Didn't he say he'd meet us at the camp?
Such considerations are unnecessary. Yours is to simply follow me and record mine accomplishments. Okay, where's this person? Okay, okay. Let's get the rock pile. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, I have actually found 2 of them. Like, one is around here and another here. So we at least know where 2 of them are out of the remaining 4. Oh my gosh, my throat. Ah. Okay, let's go get this. Okay, I do want to double check something. Okay, I think this is a good place to stop it here. We're like already like halfway through the quest. And also, my throat is starting to get tired. And I'm also hungry. And, you know, I do have other stuff to do, so yeah. Although I'll do this one little, like, get this thing first. What? Okay, let's get this, and then I'll close it off. There we go. And this is... Ah, okay. That should let me get the thing, right? Or no. Okay. I'll worry about it later. Anyways, I think I'll end the stream here for today, and obviously continue this next time. Because we're around the halfway point now, I actually checked, because these quests are very long, which is not bad. I just need to know how long they are so I could plan how much I want to do in a day, so yeah. All I have to do is make sure I don't accidentally start the quest by going to that location. So, yep. And we'll end it off in this beautiful area. So yeah, I'm enjoying the storyline. My throat hurts as always. I'm trying to find a good pattern for my voice so it doesn't hurt like this sometimes. It's not too bad, but I do need to, you know, balance it, if that makes sense. Oh, and also, I have things to do later, so I should definitely wrap it up. Anyways, about the storyline. I'm liking it so far. Some parts of the story we already, like, did during my, exploration, fun. You know, like how I have the drums already, for example. Yeah. I really want to get this thing. It's on the map. You can see it. I'm not going to turn the camera because No. So, you know it's there. It's right there. It's above us. Anyways. So yeah, next time we're obviously gonna continue the storyline, probably finish it off, and, see how it concludes, I suppose? I think. And, I think that's it for now. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.